I'm Dana Obelman, creator of the No Sweat Potty Training. And today I want to talk a little bit about the difference between boys and girls when it comes to potty training. I know if you've looked around on the internet or you've heard family and friends tell you that boys are harder to potty train. That seems to be the word on the street, let's call it, that boys are more difficult. And I want to have a closer look at that and really get to the bottom of what that might mean. And I think for a lot of people that translates into, well, if boys are harder, we should wait longer. And I'm seeing this trend, especially in boys, that the age for starting potty training is getting later and later. I have lots of clients who their sons are 4 and older, and the potty training experience is just beginning. And I don't think that that's necessary. I don't think that there's anything significantly different about boys that would mean they can't learn this skill. And I don't think it means we need to wait until a child is older to learn this. So I'm going to suggest that definitely you're looking for some signs of readiness, but that we not treat boys any differently in the sense that we need to wait till they're older. I think it's completely misguided advice, and that there's no reason why you can't get started with this when you would do your daughter. And so keep that in mind. Now, what might be different, and what I've seen in my own house and with the people I've worked with, is that boys are more energetic, and I'm speaking in very general terms here. I don't mean to stereotype, but just for the sake of this conversation, that boys tend to be a little more active in that they don't like to take the time involved in stopping what they're doing and going to the bathroom. And I even sometimes see it in my 6-year-old. He's really having a great time playing, and he starts doing the pee-pee dance, and he has to go to the bathroom, but he's not that interested in ending his fun and going to the washroom. So I think that that's a big difference for boys, that they tend to get easily engrossed in an activity, and they can intensely focus on something for short periods of time and just miss some of the first indicators that it's time to go to the bathroom. So I do think that that's a bit different. And again, very general guidelines here, but I find that girls tend to be a little more, they like to follow rules, and they like to please, and they like sort of a step-by-step guide on how things are going to go. And so that might make it slightly easier when you're dealing with girls, that once you've laid down your little chart and talked about how this is going to work and got them all excited about their pink underwear and everything that's going to happen, the excitement, and so then they might just be a little more inclined to jump in with this and get on board. But again, not a huge difference. And like I said, I really feel like it's more when a parent is ready versus when a child is ready. Like I say in the book, you need to be the one to guide this and commit to it. So you need to feel like, I am ready, we're going to do this and get it done. And that's really the most important part of potty training, in my opinion. Now, another difference between boys and girls that we should just discuss briefly is that boys tend to find the issue of having a bowel movement a little more difficult than girls do. And, there's sort of different hypotheses out there on what the reasons for that might be. I think partly because that is a time when boys have to sit down on the toilet, and it sometimes takes a bit of time to do your business in there. And so, again, boys don't particularly like to sit and do nothing and wait and be patient. And so they tend to jump off before they've really given their bodies a chance. And so one thing that you can do if you're dealing with that situation, and you might find you're struggling with that with your daughter as well, is to set a timer and say to your child, you know, you need to sit on the toilet until the timer goes off, and then you may get up and go. And you might set that for 1 or 2 minutes to give them a chance to let their body start working and have their bowel movement. Sometimes bringing in a book, letting your child look at a book while they're sitting on the potty, or you even reading the book to them while they're on the potty. And a lot of times it's just giving them some privacy. You know, I used to say to my children when they were going to the bathroom that people like privacy when they go, and so I'm going to close the door halfway, and I'm going to wait on the other side of the door, and you can call me when you're done. And just having that space and that privacy can often make the experience much easier for your child. So give that a try. If you've been in there and really engaging and you know, trying to get little one to stay there, do the opposite. Now try to go out of the room for a minute or two and give them a chance to see if they can do it on their own, and then call you, of course, when they're finished. So again, you might find that your son took a week or 2 longer to really master this than your daughters. I know for myself, my daughter was definitely faster to potty train. She caught on a lot faster, but I started all my children around the same age, so I definitely didn't wait any longer with the boys than I did with her. So not an excuse not to get started. Just keep that in mind as you go forward. Thanks for watching.